if you're watching this video, the divine messages are definitely for you. Welcome back to Positive Tarot Wisdom. My name is Eric and I'm here to provide you with the divine messages for November 2nd. Well, it's actually November 4th to November 8th, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be November 4th. No, actually November 2nd to November 8th. So that's Monday to Sunday. This is for all astrological signs. If you are specifically an earth sign, air sign, water sign, or fire sign, I'll be discussing them with you here. I'll just do the forecast. Let's see if Nadia's going to join tonight. But while I'm waiting, I will shuffle my deck real quick. If you're interested in more in-depth tarot consultation, please visit positivetarotwisdom.com or follow this page, Positive Tarot Wisdom. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok if you'd like the condensed version. Let me see. I might need an account for. I'm thinking of a specific astrological sign to read. Thinking of earth signs, I guess. 6. Whoever's watching, hello. 7. Then 8. Finally, okay. Let's find out what's in store for November 2nd up to November 8th. So that's a Monday until Sunday. Thank you, Tama. Let's see what's in store. Let's find out. Okay. Earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. I'll do Capricorn first. I'll find out what's in store. Ooh, okay. High Priestess, reversed. So this is for Capricorn. Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Looks like a lot of low energies, coming some resistance. But the High Priestess is all about intuition. But this signifies blocked intuition. But let's find out the second card, top deck. King of Wands, upright. Fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Looks like it's going to be you being accountable, being a leader, and you're ready for the week. Sometime in the middle of the week, you're going to bounce back. Some low energy happening with the High Priestess, but excuse me, but fire signs wise, you're going to bounce back and work with a fire sign. Looks like things are going to get better in the middle of the week. Let's look at the third card, top deck. What an interesting bell curve. So it's like from below going up. Fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. So 7 of Wands reversed. Looks like you're going to be unprepared for at the tail end of the week. I would suggest my fellow Capricorns, get ready. It's going to be an interesting ride for the week. If we are going to deal with, I guess, a water sign that's going to give us grief, we have to be ready. We shouldn't get disconnected with our intuition. We have to follow our gut because it would lead us to our success. And right now, it's just a lot has been happening. I guess the previous week, there might be a carryover. Whatever it is that's going to happen this weekend, don't let it spill over because you might start the week in a very weak note. It's not a very good way to start the week, Capricorn. Other things that I have detected, your fire sign friends, some of them would be supportive, some of them might give you grief. So it's like end to end. If you're not careful, there's like, you're starting with low energy at the beginning of the week, peaking at a very good type of fire energy in the middle of the week because you go, okay, I realize that I made mistakes in the early part of the week, but in the latter part of the week, looks like, I don't know what just happened. It's just something unexpected. So get ready. You might want to follow your intuition before it leads to this. Increase your momentum in the middle of the week when you hit Wednesday, okay? All right, so let's do Virgo. Let me just shuffle real quick. Let me just spread this. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I'll just shuffle for Virgo real quick. So my fellow Capricorns, I'm just a little bit worried because it looks like it's going to be an interesting bell curve for my fellow Capricorns. I'm confident that we can bounce back, but it's not really particular just for male Capricorns and female Capricorns. Everyone is affected. I mean, at least the retrograde is about to end, and election time is about to happen here in the US. And November 3rd. It's literally after election day. Mercury retrograde ends. Let me just shuffle this a bit more. 4. Okay. 5. We're reading for Virgo right now. 6. And 7. One more time, then 8 for Virgo. Okay, let's see what's in store for Virgo. Let's look at the top 3 cards. First card, top deck for Virgo. 7 of Pentacles reversed. Earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Looks like you are starting the week with low energy too. Some resistance experience. You're having some resistance. You're having some grief with an earth sign, a fellow earth sign. Hopefully it's not Capricorn. You might want to be more patient when money comes your way. I mean, money's still coming your way. It's just that you're losing some patience whatsoever. And I wouldn't really focus on, well, counting your chicks before the eggs would hatch. No, don't do that. Be frugal. Continue to be frugal. This is the first protection message for Virgo. So, and don't get obsessed. I mean, money's still there. Second card, top deck. Yes, that's the whole point. So things are getting imbalanced. Again, earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. 2 of Pentacles reversed. You might want to tighten your belt. Literally, it's not a very good sign for you to spend your money. If you got paid this weekend, or actually you got paid today, don't spend all of your money this weekend, okay? That's not the wisest thing, because it's going to be a bit slower, okay? So be very, very frugal this week. It's going to be an interesting week, lots of low energy. And there might be some earth signs that would give you grief, Virgo. Unfortunately, it's going to be a fellow earth sign. Let's look at the third card, top deck. Yikes. Okay, so third card, top deck would be air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. This card signifies more of the truth being revealed, you're recovering from past hurt, because it looks like I don't want to say that your heart's going to break, because if you do spend too much money, of course that's going to break your heart. Virgos love financial security just as much as Capricorns do. I mean, I love financial security myself. It's not that difficult to be frugal. You just need to make sure that you allocate everything for the whole week. Don't rush into things. If you are investing on something, it looks like you might want to read the fine print. Otherwise, it's going to break your heart that you go, oh my God, I just invested on this specific stock and it's going to like fail for the week. The price is going to decrease. It's not something that you might want to experience, okay? So that's my suggestion. If you are going to deal with an air sign this week, be very cautious along with your fellow earth signs. And I have a feeling could be Capricorn, because we love to spend, or Taurus. Okay, so Samina, I'm sorry, but this is like the forecast for the week of November 2nd to November 8th. So we don't do the free readings right now. If you'd like to have a free reading, you can do that you can request for it on Wednesday, actually this Sunday. You can do it on Sunday, Samina. Okay, let me just shuffle this. Capricorn, Virgo, and let's do Taurus then. Not sure if Nadia's going to join us, but I will wait for her to join. I'm just doing the earth signs for now anyways. Otherwise, I mean, you can join our group. You can join Sugar-Free Divinations for the free readings. It's available right now. Number 4. Let's see. And I just saw Nadia's message. Hey, I started. Are you joining? Almost done with earth signs. Okay, oops, gotta mute that. Let me just shuffle this a bit more. Okay, 5, 3 more. 3 more shuffles. 6, 7, and 8. Okay, let's see what's in store for I was saying Taurus. All right. Okay, first card, top deck. Ooh, Death. Okay, Major Arcana, water signs. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Looks like Taurus, you're going to experience a sudden ending of some sort. At least it could be, I mean, death is not a bad thing. It's more on an ending for something negative. You might be experiencing a negative cycle, and now it's time for it to end. It's time for you to move on, time for you to push forward. And this is the card of Scorpio. A Scorpio might be there to support you. I mean, water and earth, they're very good. They're very supportive of each other. They're very compatible. Personality-wise and sexuality-wise, yes. And it's going to be an interesting week. This is an ending. Let's see. Let's find out the second card. Okay. Second card, top deck. Oh, similar to what happened to Capricorn. Fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Seven of Wands reversed. Looks like you might not be very prepared for this specific ending. So whatever it is that's something about to begin, looks like it's going to be a bit more tumultuous, a bit more, I guess, interesting how it's going to push through. Just get ready. Whatever it is, this is going to be a change that's going to rock your world. Let's find out. Third card, top deck. Okay, Four of Cups, water signs. This is not really a bad card, but it's more on apathy, but meditation, apathy, and being able to experience a lot of reflecting. Okay, Four of Cups. So this is for water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. End to end, these are water signs. So you, after this huge change, Taurus, looks like it's going to be a bit rocky. You need to get ready, because it's something that you need to think about. There are other opportunities that are coming your way, and I think that's the signal as to why the Death card showed up. Opportunities are coming your way, but you have to hurdle the challenges along the way. Okay, so don't worry about it. Looks like it's going to be an interesting week. Just don't get bored. Don't ignore the opportunities that are coming your way. Okay. All right. So that's good for Earth signs. Let me just spread these cards around. Okay. It didn't go through. Wait, let me see. Let me see if I can invite. Let me see if you try to join now. It's still early. Okay, let's see. I assumed we were good. Sorry. Okay, right. Let me just shuffle real quick. Why don't we try fire signs? So it's Earth, now it's fire signs. Let's find out what's in store with Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. And just shuffle a bit. Okay. All right. Let's just shuffle this. Let's find out what's in store for Aries. 2 and 3. 4 and 5. I don't know who's watching, but thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this, because it's still a forecast. And let's see, it's 7, then 8. Okay, didn't see any messages, so I thought 10 p.m. was cool. Okay, all right, let's find out fire signs for my fire sign friends. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's find out what's the first card, top deck. Yeah, Gemini, don't worry. I do your I'm gonna do your air signs after this fire signs. Not to worry. Sheila, thank you for waiting. Don't worry. Let's start with Gemini afterwards. Oh, actually, let's see. LAG, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. But let me do the order for you. Okay, Aries, first card, top deck. Temperance. All right, fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. So you might encounter a huge level of imbalance. Don't party too hard this weekend, okay? If you start off the weekend, if you start the week with low energy, that's not going to be good for you. You're going to feel very tired at the early part of the week. You would not be productive. Check how you're going to work on your weekend better. Don't start with a bad balance. That's going to give you a lot of headaches. I wouldn't recommend it. Second card top deck. Better. Okay. So Queen of Pentacles. So Earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. A Capricorn or a Taurus would be very supportive of your situation. So they notice this would be a friend saying, okay, I noticed that you're not starting the week right. Let me support you. But this person might show up on a Wednesday. It's not, it's not going to be immediate. So it's your responsibility not to start incorrectly. That's not the right way. But I see if it's going to be on the career and financial basis, it's going to be very good for you this week. So keep up that momentum. And let's find out the third card, which would be the latter part of the week. I see. Five of Swords upright. So air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Some competition, but it will be to your advantage. So I like the upward swing. So you're starting not so good. Improvement in the middle, latter part of the week to your advantage. So if you decide to listen to your your earth sign friends, they'd be more than happy to support you. It's going to lead to your success. It's just that don't be smug. Don't be that person who's going to do anything and everything to, don't be dishonest when you're dealing with your coworkers or your friends, your family, your loved ones. It's not going to be very healthy if you just do anything and everything just to win. No, don't be that way. Don't be this guy. So it's going to be a nice upward swing for you, but be fair, be just, listen to the nurturing, attitude that this earth sign would have to support you. And she would be, or he or she, I mean, it's gender neutral. When it comes to tarot, it's gender neutral. So Aries, don't stress. Oh yes, Nadia, you're coming in. Ooh, wait, let's see. Just adding her real quick. Yay! Welcome.
Hi.
I'm just doing Aries. It's okay. I finished the Earth signs, and your week, it's going to be a pretty good week. Not so bad. Taurus is going to have a very good week because it starts with death, but then that
Okay.
that death is going to end whatever negative crap that you're experiencing with. But get ready in the middle of the week because something interesting is about to happen, and
Okay.
and the latter part of the week would be so much better than the beginning. Okay. And even Aries, I know your favorite sign, they're doing so not so good in the beginning of the week, but then they're improving. If they decide to listen to a Taurus such as you, they would have a victorious end of the week. That's the thing. But if they decide to ignore you, or like Capricorn, or I think it's more on Taurus and Virgo, not much on the Capricorn side. We won't be as supportive this week because we have our own crap to deal with. No, I pulled not so good cards for Capricorn, unfortunately.
Oh no, what kind of week is Capricorn
It's
having?
going to be it's going to be a lot of unexpected twists, and I don't like that. So
Oh no.
it's okay. Let's see. Uh oh, Sheila, it's okay. We're grateful that you're here. Thank you for joining us. Okay, let's see. So that was Aries. Let me do Sagittarius. Let me just shuffle real quick. I took care of earth and fire, and you're going to take care of air and water. And somebody's very, very waiting for air. So there's a Gemini in our viewers
That
right
is
now.
so funny because earlier today I said I think I'll do air and water. That's
It's
so
perfect.
funny.
Well, Nadia, you can't deny it. We're in sync. So
Yeah.
sorry. I mean, I don't think the text went through, but it's okay
No,
because
no, it didn't go through because it was like it was like 10:05, 10:08, and then I'm like
mhm.
my text was still sitting there and saying, "Hey, can we start at 10:15?" And I'm like, "Holy And then I didn't have my little Facebook. I didn't see the things. I said, okay, maybe I'm catching him in time. So I was like, hey, oh my God. And then I didn't get a response. I'm like, crap. So I'm like running, trying to like, oh my God, oh my God. And I was like, oh, Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, but it's about to end. So the thing is, I
It
go,
needs to hurry up and end.
But I was thinking, I go, I didn't receive any messages, so okay, I'm gonna go 10. But then never assume. My lesson learned for the week, guys. I guess I'm starting the week in a bad way. God, I haven't even started it. I'm
I was
supposed
just,
to end it.
the first thing that came to my head was Mercury, Mercury, Mercury. I'm over it.
No, yeah, me
But
too.
but you know what? It's the tail end of it that's been hitting me. For the most part, Mercury retrograde was not hard on me, so I think it's those candles.
hmm
But I think I should have did another one.
Hopefully,
The
it's not gonna whiplash. That's what I'm worried about. So
No, that's
no.
the first thing I thought of when I looked at my phone. I was like, oh, because normally I get a message from you saying no problem, 10:15,
hmm
and then I was like,
You go, what
I
happened?
didn't I didn't get a response, and then
Me
I'm
too. I go, I
like.
didn't receive anything. I go, okay.
But then I'm like, well, maybe my phone's on silent. But normally, if I step away from my phone, I turn the ringer on, and I knew I turned my ringer on.
hmm
So I was like,
But that happens. It's technology.
Mercury,
Okay.
Mercury, I hate you, Mercury
So
retrograde.
there's no hate, only Mercury.
But you know, it just teaches you like double check with like I should once I realized I didn't get one, I should have been like, let me go look.
Oh, crikey. I almost dropped my water. Okay. So, Sagittarius. Let's find out what's in with Sagittarius. My
Hmm.
Sagittarius friends. Really? Interesting. So, delayed celebration. There's still harmony, inner harmony specifically. So, fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. You're starting the week a bit low on energy, and there's some resistance happening. Uh, Dissatisfaction? Maybe not. Let's find out the second card. Oh, you are not resting very well this weekend, huh? That's not a good start. Even at the middle of the week. Four of Swords reversed, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. You haven't been sleeping properly. I think you just partied too hard during the weekend. I wouldn't do that. Please don't do it. It's still a Friday.
Halloween
Don't
weekend.
waste. I know that's the thing, but it's still COVID situation. Be careful, folks. Don't do it. Just I guess wear a complete wetsuit or armor when you get out because the cases are increasing again. People are getting irresponsible again. That's what I'm worried about. So don't waste your health. Looks like your sleep cycle is being disturbed. That's the reason why. Third card. Ah, okay. Yikes, Sagittarius, what's happening? You better get ready. These are a lot of low energies. Okay, I can see the sequence. If you decide not to be careful with your sleep cycle, this is definitely going to be delayed. You'll have conflict with your friends and your family, and there's going to be some heartbreak. Even if it's in reverse, the truth would be revealed. Yes, you're in recovery, but why would you want to go to recovery when you can just prevent it? That's what's going to happen for you, Sagittarius. I think it's a lot to do with air signs and, well, two air signs. Your mind, you're going to be overthinking so many things. I guess the weekend would leave you to too much partying and you start thinking about that. You go, oh, I wish I could live in that little realm forever. But no, that's not going to be it. Don't be that person. Don't be the person that's going to get stuck in La La Land. Okay? So it's
Mm.
going to be an interesting week. Monday, you're starting like um it's a bell curve. It starts very high on a weekend, but then it's going to hit you the hardest, I guess, on a Thursday or Friday. So whatever it is, if you're going to deal with air signs, be smart. It might be a Gemini that's going to give you a hard time. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about. Just get ready. Okay, let's see.
Oh, my rising's in Sag,
Oh, be careful. Be careful, please.
and a Gemini does give me a hard time.
But but your week is going to start right. It's going to end something crappy.
Objection
That's
against
you're having an obsidian absorb the negative Gemini energy.
Gemini. What's going on with Virgo?
Virgo was so worried about money and anticipating. It's more on being so impatient with the results. And there's this earth sign that's expressing grief, I guess, or giving that Virgo grief, a fellow earth sign that's giving that Virgo grief, or any Virgo for that matter. So it's the Seven of Pentacles
Interesting.
reversed that showed up. Don't tell me you're giving some Virgo some grief, Miss
I
Taurus.
would never give Virgos grief.
Okay.
That'd be interesting.
Ooh, wait, does
But
that
I wish,
mean?
but I wish your week was better.
No, not really. I'm at least now I know how it's going to look like. I know how to
But
deal with it better.
you know how to deal with it, and we'll know how to deal with
Yeah,
spinster.
yeah. Crap. You're right. Yeah, it's gonna be Spencer's gonna be affected too. That's what I don't like. I mean, it's not just gonna be myself, fellow Capricorns, but I'm hoping it'll get better. It's now that
There's
we've
no
shared
high
the
point of the
knowledge.
week.
No, not really. Not really. There isn't. I wish it were a bell curve. It's like a bell curve way downwards. That's what
Oh.
I don't want to spiral down. That's what I'm worried about. My Sagittarius, now ex-boyfriend, was a Brazilian. Check it out, partying like there's no tomorrow. And I'm grateful for these cards. Oh my God. Sheila, come on. Be kind. Be kind. It's okay. I like that message. That's so funny. God. Okay, so last shuffle. Leo. Nadia, Leo behind you. Let's see. You're Leo, 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 Leo. You,
Leo's behind me,
you and your fans. Oh God, that's a bad image.
figuratively and metaphorically and literally behind me.
I really wish that had a deck because it's really pretty.
I know. Even Vincenzo was like, "Mommy, it has to be in a deck. It's so
It's a
pretty."
it's a smiley lion too.
I told you I got him a tarot deck, right?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's
And
a
he
that's
read
a
my
nice thing.
cards, and he was very eerily accurate.
Well, it runs with the family.
I was like,
You go, wait a minute.
stop spying on me.
Okay, Leo, Leo, Leo. Let's find out how your week is going to start. Crap. Temperance reversed. Fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. You're going to start the week in a not so balanced way. You looks like you're going to party too hard. Looks like all fire signs are going to party too hard this Halloween. What is wrong with you people? You're just being too normal. Please don't do it. You're going to end up not being gloomy, being tired, spending too much of your money during the weekend. Don't no, that's not gonna be healthy. Please, please, please don't do it. Second card top deck. Ah, really? Extremes? The Empress, Earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. A very supportive Earth sign is going to tell you to stop doing all that crap. Otherwise, well, you're going to suffer. But an Earth sign is going to make you happy. Hmm. You might want to contact that Leo, don't you think so? Not anymore? Okay. Because you're already preggers with that Leo. I'm kidding,
Oh
guys.
God. Yeah, miracle babies.
Well, no. Okay. But this is abundance. So the Empress signifies high creativity, abundance. So the middle of the week seems very interesting. You're starting the week in a not so good way, but it's a strong reminder. Don't try to check in whatever things that are affecting your life. So it could be your relationship with your friends, family and loved ones, and your secret friends, family and loved ones. But it's going to lead to something better. Should you
Secret
decide,
friends and
secret
family.
friends or family, that might be the cause. Third card top deck. Okay, fire signs. Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. So, King of Wands reversed. Instead of being large and in charge and being ready for anything, looks like you're going to have this weird bell curve. So it's low, then high, then low. Latter part of the week, if you're going to have some difficulty dealing with a fire sign, could be a fellow Leo. It could be something about pride. You might meet a very, very nice earth sign, but then you're going to have competition, a fellow fire sign. That's a possibility. But bottom line is you're going to lead the week with this divine message. Focus on being very creative. Be creative enough to how you would deal with difficult people or difficult situations. Be creative enough to be this to handle this imbalance, don't be stupid. Okay, don't waste your freaking weekend. If you want to turn into a preggers woman, just like certain people I know, because they want the genetic material coming from a certain Leo, it's okay. Just get ready. I think I'm starting to talk too fast. Thank you, TikTok.
Too much TikTok.
Yes, the Brazilian is a Virgo. He's a Sagittarius. 7 years of conflict and BS. These are missing things that I. Oh my God! If we just made you happy for making someone feel miserable for Sagittarius. Okay, Lordy. No, Sheila, it's okay. Whatever's gonna happen to Sagittarius, they have to deal with it. I agree with you, but it's okay. Oh, wait, let me just shuffle my deck. Oh, you reminded me of my water. I have to get that.
That's interesting.
How she reacted, the Brazilian friend, the Brazilian ex. Okay.
Or is it a Sagittarius X with a Brazilian chick?
Yes, the Brazilian is a Virgo. Is a Virgo. He's a Sagittarius. Oh, okay.
And the Brazilian chick is a Virgo?
Everybody wants some drama. Everyone's. God, no. No. Okay. Who do you want to do? Oh, you're going to do air first or what? Or water?
Pisces, water.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with some
Peace.
PCS. Get the PCS out the way.
There's just too much PCS going on in my life too. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I tried sending that back, one of the cases, just so you know. I'm getting a pushback. I'll show you. Oh well, I think you saw that, but it wasn't a favorable response. Not at all.
Okay, Pisces. Sorry, got the cold wind blowing on me. Okay, Pisces. So for your week, we have the Lovers card. I'm loving it. I'm loving it because you guys have had a shitty week, a shitty some weeks, as I recall, when it comes to love.
Mm-hmm.
The Wheel of Fortune in reverse
Mm.
and the Hierophant in reverse. Not all bad. So Pisces, what I'm sensing for your week is, I think that things are starting to turn around for you guys next week, if you allow it to, because some of you have been caught up on some past relationships that you're refusing to let go. But this card, I feel that you will be meeting someone that could possibly change things for you come next week. Someone who's going to grab your attention. Um, for those of you that are single, but you guys have got to get your and for those of you that are single, get your heads out of your asses when it comes to past relationships, because when you meet this person, um, I feel like they're going to be it's a good opportunity to move past whatever it is you guys have been holding on to um, from the past. Someone to maybe help with the healing process. I don't feel like it's going to be something serious because of the Hierophant being your third card. But I feel that with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, if you don't give this person a chance, you're not allowing yourself the opportunity to heal and get past any past traumas when it comes to relationships. So some of you are still gonna have your head up your asses, and some of you are kind of gonna like peek your head out and be like, oh, okay, and this person's gonna grab your attention. With the Hierophant coming out in reverse, it's not going to be someone that you're gonna get serious with, but it is gonna be someone that is gonna be a nice, interesting distraction. Um, for the rest of you that are in relationship, I feel that this card is representing some choices that you have to make to kind of change the bad luck that you guys may have been experiencing. And you have to be careful with some of these decisions. These decisions are going to be, should you walk the line of not facing traditions, let's say, not, sort of following your own beat? Should I listen to the advice of family, or should I really do what's best for me? I feel many of you are going to be presented with these decisions, and you're going to have next week, you're going to have kind of family chirping in your ear on what it is that you should do. And you're really going to be kind of split regarding that, because Pisces, you guys like to make people happy. So next week is kind of like, well, do I walk down path A or do I walk down path B? Walk down the path that's going to make you happy, okay? Because if you start looking to make other people happy, your wheel of fortune is in reverse, and you need to flip this upright. You need to do what's going to make you happy and make your luck start working for you. Because if you start doing what, friends and family want you to do, and worry about what they think is right, which is why the Hierophant is in reverse, you're not satisfying your needs. You're just living according to how other people feel your lives should be. So whatever decisions, for those of you that are already in relationships and the relationship aspect doesn't pertain to you, follow next week, whatever decision you're presented, follow what fits you. Okay, follow Pisces, what makes Pisces happy. Don't worry about fitting the status quo. Don't worry about making mom, dad happy, brother, sisters. Don't worry about that, because it's your life. They're not living it for you. Okay, so choices are going to be presented, but make Pisces happy. Don't make others. And those of you that are single, please give that person that enters your life next week a chance, because I feel like they're going to help you heal from past hurts. Okay.
I just realized I pulled a triple major.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
It's all fantastic. So those are very strong messages. You guys better listen to that, Pisces.
Yeah, Pisces.
Tama Keller says, "Thank you, Nadia."
You're so welcome.
That's
You know who hasn't joined our lives in a while?
Ashley.
Joy.
Oh yeah,
I haven't
she's
seen
she's stuck.
Joy.
Yeah, she's been stuck with work in Japan, and I've seen her do some celebrations with her kids and stuff. I think two of her kids had consecutive birthdays or something.
Okay. Because I was just like, wait a minute, I'm not doing it. Am I gonna see a little thing? Have you guys done Libra yet?
Yeah, we kind of got used to that.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think I saw that last week.
But we
So
have a
celebrating.
Pisces spectator, which is Tama. So thank you for joining us. Every
Yes,
week we do
thank
this,
you.
and we'll do a live on Sunday. Don't forget, so we can do your
Yes.
readings for free.
And I feel Sunday is gonna be extra special because it's the Day of the Dead.
Yes, that is true. It is going to be the 1st of November. Well, I have to start praying for our loved ones that we lost, and it's just that they're in a better place right now.
Yes, and the veil is getting thinner and thinner
Hmm.
between the other side and us, and messages from our loved ones will become clearer and clearer.
Exactly. It's going to be so much. It's going to be very interesting, and sometimes scary for some people.
Oh, Lordy, are you stalking me, Hierophant?
Ooh.
Okay, so the Hierophant for Cancer in reverse. Eight of Wands
Mm.
in reverse. And Two of Swords upright.
Mm. What an interesting combination. I've never seen that combination before. I haven't
Yes,
encountered it yet.
it is quite the interesting combination
It's
of
like earth,
cards.
fire, earth, wind, and fire. It is earth, wind, and fire. It is your card, Taurus.
you
It's
you
I keep waiting for that. I
you
have to
love
wait
when
for it.
that combination
I
comes up.
do, I do. You know me, I love music. It's just that music doesn't seem to love me back. It's a one-way relationship.
I love music too, and it's a one-way relationship because I can't carry a tune to save my
It's like when I
life.
fell in love with math when I was in grade school. I go, wow, math is so cool. But then I keep failing the quizzes. I go, why? Why don't you love me back? That's the problem.
I hate math.
I love math, but I
I
try.
don't. I don't. PEMDAS. Like
Okay.
what? I I don't want to let me get PEMDAS away from me. Okay, Cancer.
Cancer.
So for Cancer, I am going to read this from left to from right to left. Sorry. Um, Cancer, I feel early on in the beginning of the week, you will be presented with the fact that you have to decide between two things. But I feel like you're just not going to want to. I feel like you're like, no, I don't want to make this decision, but you have to. This is upright, so you have to make this decision. Whatever the crossroads you've come to, you've got to decide between one road or the other. With the Eight of Wands being in reverse, usually the Eight of Wands is all about messages. It's in reverse, so it would be delayed messages. But I feel that this is you delaying the message of your decision. Okay. I feel like next week you're gonna procrastinate. Stop procrastinating, Cancer. Whatever it is that you need to decide. Mercury retrograde is ending on Tuesday. It is safe to make a decision. You don't have to keep putting it off. While it's great to take your time in making important decisions, you don't want opportunity to run out and the decision be made for you, because then it ends up being something you may not like. So yes, you're right in taking the time, but don't be so stubborn, okay? Don't be so stubborn in refusing to make it. I'm sensing that some cancers are just being scared right now into making this decision, because I really feel like this is gonna you feel like this is gonna impact someone. I feel like this is a decision that is really gonna impact someone important to you, and you feel that if you make the wrong one, it can potentially have a hurtful effect on that person. Not hurtful to a detriment, but it can really bum someone out. But it's better to make it and let that person understand what it is that you're doing, because I think, like Pisces, you need to do what makes you happy. Okay? You can't stick to other people's code of living. You have to stick to your own code of living. You need to stick to what you need to do. And I kind of feel like this may be related to a move for some of you. I think some cancers might be considering a relocation, and you're postponing making the decision because some family is going to be disappointed, because you're branching away from the majority of your family, which is why the Hierophant is in reverse. But I feel that for you guys, you're entertaining that idea of relocation because that's what's best, and you need to stick with that. Stop stop procrastinating on that decision. You need to make it. For some of you, I also feel that that might be a decision based on the type of work that you want to do. I feel like some cancers have been pushed by some family members to take on a certain type of job or go to school for a certain like deciding on majors. Like for those of you that are still in college, I feel like some cancers are sort of deciding what they want to major in, and have family telling them what to do, and you're putting it off because family's going to be disappointed on what you choose. Again, this is your life. You need to live it how it makes you happy. At the end of the day, family will always support you. So make that decision. Don't put it off for too long next week, because you can't. You have to make it eventually before it's made for you. Okay, or before you have to wait till the following semester, whatever, to make that decision. So don't put it off. Just bite the bullet and make that decision, okay?
Earth, Wind, and Fire. I still can't
Earth,
get
Wind,
over
and
it.
Fire.
The Hierophant. When I was studying tarot, yeah, the Hierophant did confuse me until I finally understood it's revisiting tradition, or if it's reversed, do unorthodox ways. Don't get stuck with just one way of thinking. But now it's about, I think, looking at possible signs. When the Hierophant is, when it shows up in a reading, it reminds me of looking back at your core values, I guess. If it's all messed up and all, then you know what? Don't expect to be successful. Not everybody wants to deal with someone who's shady. It's like certain people we know.
No.
No, you know what I mean. No, nope. That's gonna be a nope.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to shuffle because I wanna suddenly remember something.
Ooh,
What you got for Scorpio?
Scorpio. Okay. For Scorpio, I pulled the Queen of Wands upright,
Hmm.
the Queen of Cups in reverse, and Judgment
Hmm.
in reverse. So for Scorpio, for next week, um, I am sensing that there is going to be a little bit of disharmony associated with a fire sign.
Hmm.
With the Queen of Wands, and yeah, I'm sensing some disharmony with if Scorpio, you have a fire sign that you are either have a friendship with or there is a romantic relationship with. I feel that you maybe next week there may be some sort of confrontation with the person, or if you work with a fire sign, that there may be. I mean, the beginning of next week, we still have Mercury retrograde. It doesn't end until Tuesday. So I feel that there's going to be a confrontation with a fire sign, where being that the Queen of Cups is in reverse, I think you need to maybe take a look at your actions next week. If maybe you're acting on the bit unreasonable side, and the Queen of Wands is sort of, trying to get you to see where your behavior is maybe a little off. Maybe you're not really listening to reason. I
Hmm.
see that this fire sign is really trying to get you to understand that there's more than one way to look at things. And maybe there's other people involved in the situation, not just this particular person. But I feel that because this Queen of Wands type is trying to get you to see where you're being unreasonable, um, your attitude is sort of projected onto this person because she's sort of um and it could be a he too. They could just embody the Queen of Wands energy, where they're trying to really say, hey Scorpio, you're kind of mishandling the situation, you're kind of being a little bit unfair, you're not communicating well, and you're just being the Queen of Cups, where you're not, your emotions are all over the place, they're not in check, and they're not good emotions, they're not the caring emotions, they're not
Hmm.
the, you're just like, I'm in my feelings and I want to be in my feelings, and I don't care if I reacted harshly, and I don't care if I wasn't um I didn't watch my mouth when I spoke, and or watch my words. I didn't choose my words carefully, and I
Hmm.
don't care if I was hurtful. And you're really going to take it out on this Queen of Wands type person, where they're really just trying to point things out to you and be diplomatic, and you're just like, you're not having it next week at the beginning. And judgment for me is really saying you need to take a pause next week and really listen to what this person is saying, because for them to take the time out next week to say, hey, chill out, Scorpio, you're being a little unreasonable, it's because they care. So even if it's in a work environment, they care enough as your coworker or your boss to say, listen, you were a bit unreasonable. So, and judgment to me is saying that you're gonna hear it. I think that once Mercury retrograde is over, come Wednesday, Thursday, um, when it's kind of the remnants of it, it's kind of letting go, you'll reflect on it and say, okay, yeah, well, I was a jackass. And maybe come Friday, you'll be like, you know what? You were right. I kind of, didn't use my words so nicely. These Scorpios technically are not like that. They're usually very good at dealing with people. So tail end of the week, you will definitely reflect and kind of like cringe at your own behavior and realize like, okay, wow, they were right. And you will eat some humble pie and you will apologize for it and make amends, which is good, which is good. So that's what I see happening for you guys. Bumping heads, but realizing you were wrong.
Fire and water. So fire and water bumping heads. That's going to build a lot of steam. So be careful. I agree. It's going to be an interesting week. Judgment is strong. Whenever that shows up, you go, eek. Don't ignore that. Don't ever ignore it.
I think it's this Mercury retrograde.
It affects a lot of people lately. It's making them cranky, frankly. I actually yesterday just wanted to sleep the whole day, but I just couldn't because we had to do some adulting.
I wanted to sleep this morning. I was like, it's pouring rain out. Can I just sleep?
And not do anything, right?
And there was no, and it's funny. I had like trainings like like late morning, early afternoon, and Vermin didn't even communicate with me that she was leaving early, and I got stuck having to do her stuff. I got stuck having to do her work.
Wow.
I was so annoyed. And I said something to Spinster. She was like, hey, you don't mind adding the stuff to the DB? And I'm like, it's already done. I said I didn't know Vermin was leaving early because I was doing trainings all morning with people.
Right. That was your task. Yeah.
So I didn't read her email immediately because I had to do, I was doing trainings, and then I had 2 cases that were assigned to me, so I have to do those. And then I went to lunch, so I didn't see her email until I came back, and she was already gone.
At least a text would have helped, right?
If she would have Skyped me and said, hey, I'm leaving at this time, I would have made sure that I did that. I did the cases first.
Right.
And saved the other stuff for when I got back from lunch.
I don't like Vermin's intentions. That person is unfortunately not the genuine person that you knew anyways, right?
No, and so Spinster agreed with me, and she said that whenever she has an early departure, she's gonna tell her, especially since now I'm not doing the QA.
Audits, yeah,
that, and now I'm gonna be extremely busy training the new people, and then because Jinx needs training too. And the other newbie, because they really didn't get the training they should have gotten.
Right.
A lot of my day is gonna be scheduling trainings with them. She said she's gonna have her put it in the subject line.
Okay.
Of the thing, so that at least I see it.
Interesting week. So.
Like, you couldn't communicate that with me, so I get stuck doing your work.
But that's a good sign in a way. That's why the death card showed up. Looks like it's going to be an interesting, nicer week. But be ready for Wednesday, though, because something interesting is about to happen on Wednesday. You need to be prepared for that. Hopefully it's not a meeting. I don't want a meeting on a Wednesday. No, thank you.
I hope not.
I hope not, too. I'm I'm hoping that's not the case. Because the Seven of Wands reverse showed up, so you'd be extra unprepared for that, whatever it is. But not to worry, you're ready. At least you've been given the early warning message right now. At least it's
I'll
our
wear
advantage.
obsidian around my neck on Wednesday. I'll tie a string around this and just be like,
I go, nope, nope. You guys are big nopes from me, so no. Uh, I was watching this documentary at Netflix, the latest catacombs that they discovered in Egypt. It's just scary that they were exhuming mummies without even wearing masks. And I go, okay, how do you survive that thing? There were just so many mummified cats, and there was a lion, and etc. It was an interesting series. It was, what's the title of that? Forgot. Whatever it is, I'll just text it to you later. But it was scary for me because after 4,000 years, the mummies are finally discovered. Interesting.
that is very
I know
interesting.
you like the Egyptian thing too, so that kind of
I
intrigued you.
do. I think I'm gonna bring out my Amenti Oracle deck on Sunday.
Good idea. I think it's
Because
calling
these are
you.
the dead. Yeah.
Unless you ordered something from Hay House.
I did. I
I knew it.
ordered the light seers, the Moonology, and the
I knew
ancestors.
that I had a feeling the light seers would definitely call to you because it
Yeah.
has good imagery. It does.
But now I'm like stalking my email and going, did you ship it yet? Did you ship it? Like, come on, Amazon would have shipped it by now.
Check status, check status.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on? Hurry up.
Okay.
Hurry. Okay.
It has. I ordered
Stalking
it now.
email.
It has to be now. I ordered it now. It has to arrive in an hour, just like pizza. Or
Call them up. Hi, yeah, where's my order? We're not Amazon. Okay, I didn't say you were, just was wondering.
I'm just asking.
Just asking, just want to know.
But you know what?
But
That's been my dream. If I were to have like a gazillion dollars, I'd compete with Amazon. I'll start my own Amazon. That delivery in an hour.
oh, and I got the credit from Amazon for the
Oh, you
price
did?
difference.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. Congratulations. Now you can use it
Yeah.
for another deck or
Yeah. No,
something.
at first I called and they were like, the girl was like, well, just return it and reorder it.
Ah, okay.
And I said, uh, why? You guys would have to pay the shipping on it going
Mm-hmm.
back,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna order it, and I have Prime, so I'm not gonna pay shipping on it, and that's shipping you guys. Like I'm
That's
like,
right.
why? And she was like, and so I was like, okay, bye. And then I was like, that did not
Oh.
go how I wanted it to go. So I did a chat, and I
Oh,
was
it
like, I'm
worked through
confused.
chat. Ooh.
You know, I was like, I'm confused. Why would that be the option you guys give me to like return it and reorder it? And he was like, yeah, I don't know why that was the option given to you, but I've added a $6.65 credit to your account. And I was like,
Mm.
thank you.
Thanks, bye. K bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Just a comment from Sheila. You guys may have me laughing even though I'm in dismay. Well, that's the energy that we always send out to everyone. Feel free to watch us anytime. We'll give you all the
And
positive
laugh out
energy.
loud.
Yeah,
We laugh with our silliness.
instead of
But
us
yeah,
scaring you. So just take the energy. You guys deserve it.
I mean, Bezos has enough money.
Yes. So that person can definitely afford that amount.
So we're gonna go to another tarot deck. Just gotta figure out which one.
Okay.
The Lenormand.
Oh yeah, crap. You know what? Purposely ignoring that because it has the four-leaf clover. I really, really want it. I do. I really want it.
You should get it.
No, I'll wait for it to
Like,
turn into $15, but that's never gonna happen.
how
I
do you
mean it
know?
well, I mean it started with 23, but now it's like
I'm gonna go down.
1997. 1997.
Well, look at the Modern Witch. It started at 22
Now it's
something,
like 16, right?
15.
Ooh. Oh, stop. Let's stop talking about Amazon. Please, not
Okay,
today.
stop.
Not today.
Not today, Satan.
Not
Not
today,
today.
Taurus. Not today, Taurus. Not today, Taurus, please. Have mercy.
Yeah, God. You know what's so funny? When I got my son the tarot deck
Mhm.
and he's reading cards, he goes, "Oh my God, the Diablo card came out." And I'm like, and I'm trying to explain to him the Diablo card, the Death card, they're not bad cards. And I'm
Mhm.
trying to explain, and he goes, "Grandma's gonna get the Diablo card when I read for her because my mom's got some bad habits." So he goes, "Watch." He goes, "I guarantee you, Diablo is coming out for her." And I'm like, "You're so bad,
Don't
stop."
scare your Aquarian. Don't scare your Aquarian. That's not how tarot goes.
And then he read for her, and he runs into my room, and he goes, "The Diablo card came
It
out
did
for her."
show up. Oh God.
Yeah, but she's got bad habits she has to break, so it's not
Yeah.
surprising.
Need to end those negative habits. Otherwise, not so good for you. No.
But it's so funny how he predicted that card would come out.
I did.
No, that he predicted
Oh, he did. Yeah,
that
yeah.
that card. He was like, "Watch, because she has bad habits, mommy."
But he's the next generation, so his light energy is more powerful than ours. The
Yeah.
generations, they get the genetic material and all the talents in one. So you've passed down a higher level of power to him. Good luck. That's
I'm
the
into
nice
a
thing.
Fiona and suck it out. No, let me stop. Just joking. Just joking.
No.
Watch a little too much American Horror Story.
Yes.
I'm on that episode of Apocalypse where the um the coven comes back. I'm like,
Mm,
oh, that's why my friend said to hurry up and get to that
I
season.
didn't want to tell you that part. I just kept quiet. I go, wait till you see that part. So
But the warlocks are creepy. I don't know if I like them.
they are. They are creepy, unfortunately. But
No.
it is what it is.
Yeah. Libra.
What do you have for Libra?
I'm being stalked by some cards. Queen of Wands
Oh,
in reverse, though. Queen of Pentacles in reverse.
hmm.
Do we have
Two
any
queens
fire
again.
signs? Yeah, do we have any fire signs in the team?
Oh,
Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Libra, Libra, Libra.
hmm.
Quite the week for you coming up, Furman. Hmm.
Hmm. I guess
So,
it's payback time.
payback time, payback time, payback time. This could actually be Spinster, and this could be me because I have a Sagittarius rising.
You have a good point there. Hmm.
Okay, so Libra, I am sensing that you are reading your cards from right to left
Hmm.
for you. It is really going to feel next week that regardless of how much hard work you put in, it is either not being recognized for you next week or it is not getting you anywhere. Next week is definitely going to start off as a bit of a challenge for you, and it's really not a surprise because Mercury retrograde is at the end of it. And even though it
Hmm.
ends on Tuesday, there might still be some little residual effects come Wednesday. So with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I feel that Libra, Libras, for the most part, they're very responsible and they're very fair. Um, but perhaps feeling that the hard work that you're putting in not being recognized or not being enough, maybe you need to take a look at some of your actions to make sure that none of it has to do with your own actions, that you're not feeling some sort of guilt from it, because being that this is in reverse, it could just be how you're perceiving the situation and not truly really what it is. It's just, maybe your mind is just making you feel that way because you've been unfair lately, because of the whole retrograde. I'm also sensing that you're going to be getting some difficulties from a Queen of Pentacles type
Hmm.
in relation to the work that you're putting in, maybe some over criticism, maybe the construction criticism that you'll be receiving next week won't come off as constructive criticism.
Hmm.
Um, maybe your reaction towards it will also make you bump heads with this person because they'll perceive it as you're not receiving it as constructive. So be very mindful not to bump heads with any earth signs next week. Try to accept whatever criticism that you receive. Even if it doesn't sound constructive, try to take it that way because communication, like I said, up until Wednesday can be pretty messy. And maybe ask clarification for it. If you don't understand what someone says, it is perfectly fine to say, hey, I'm not getting what you're putting down. Can you please explain or elaborate a little bit for me? That's always fine because it's better to ask questions so that you understand what's being said to you than to walk away with the feeling like someone was being condescending.
Hmm.
Because then you're going to react to that person, and then you're going to be in that mind frame of, well, this person's an asshole, they were talking down to me, and then you're going to be in that mindset for a while and treat that person that way, and what happens, you're just bumping heads. Okay, and this Queen of Pentacles, she's already in reverse, so she's not going to be the best person to really bump heads with, and it's not really the best person to react emotionally with. So
Hmm.
really just ask clarifying questions. Try to be as try to be as choose your words carefully with the person, you know. Try to be crafty, Try to be like a sweet talker, like, hey, like, well, what did you mean by that? I just need to better understand, clarify for me so that I get, try to make it that you want to understand them better. Because, it's all about how you talk to someone. Work is always about politics and how you speak to people. Also, unfortunately, for the tail end of the week, you're also going to be dealing with a fire sign that is also not going to it's also not going to be very pleasant to deal with. So you're going to be thrown for quite the whirlwind next week. This fire sign is not going to be a very reasonable person to talk to. They're going to be very much in their no, I am right. This is how you do things, and that is it sort of mentality. Someone who is not um, going to really be reasoned with. So again, choose your words very carefully next week. Um, not saying kiss ass, but just diplomacy. Diplomacy for you, Libra, is going to be very key with dealing with people because, unfortunately, with retrogrades, depending on um, which houses your planets are in at birth, the retrogrades can affect you a little bit more. So, and sometimes it takes a little longer for someone to get straightened out after the retrograde. So just be mindful of that with the earth and fire sign that you may encounter.
Hmm. Good luck. That's like both sides, and you're being thrown from one edge to another. Good luck.
Yeah. Do you prefer your reading or the Libra reading?
You know what? I think I can manage mine because that's like two queens and on both sides. I don't want to deal with that. No, I can't. But
Yeah,
good luck,
sometimes we
Libra.
do the readings and I'm like, like what's happening for Taurus. Then we get to another sign. I'm like,
You go,
oh, I
oh, you
prefer
know
my
what? It's
reading.
I'm okay. You go, I'm okay right
Because I
now.
can deal with that one. I can't deal with that.
It's going to be heavy, but I'm glad that we shared it with them that, get ready. But I guess with utmost caution at the early part of the week, you'd be calculating everything at least. You'd be planning things better. Get a Gemini, I need to buy a house. Hello. Okay.
Gemini is next.
Yeah, LGA. LaGuardia. LaGuardia time. So,
Yes,
so
LaGuardia
Sheila.
Airport.
Sheila, you're Gemini. Let's see what Gemini. Thank you for staying with us. We appreciate you.
Yes, we appreciate you.
So G. Oh, so tomorrow, happy Halloween. Speaking of which, I better release a happy Halloween thing. I drew this like a few weeks ago on
Oh, and Tuned In Tarot does her thing. What time is that tomorrow?
it's our 10 o'clock. It's her 7 o'clock. So at least it's prime time. Which it's going to be
Oh,
done
so
on
she's like in
Instagram.
California?
hmm It's going to be done on Instagram, and I'll just publish it through YouTube, so it's easier for everyone to access. Because I think
Oh.
I don't because we tried to do live here on Facebook, but her page couldn't join, and she didn't want to use her personal account to join the live. Well, privacy reasons, I guess. So
Mm.
I'll just do the YouTube version. Better than nothing. I'm okay with that.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
trying to catch it. I don't think I have much going. I have some plans, but
hmm
not that I can't catch it.
It should be
Not plans
nice.
that will prevent me from catching it.
I think it's gonna be nice. Like considering it's a mini concert for everyone, and it's her. I think two original songs and a remake. Why not? I'd love to watch that.
Yeah.
So Pearl in the Prayers, and
Oh,
I'm being hypnotized
interesting.
by Apple. I'm trying my very best not to consider buying the iPhone 12. Please God, help me.
It's not sleek.
Hmm?
I saw a picture of it. It's not
It's
sleek.
it really? It's still well,
It's
you know,
boxy.
I like him thick.
Well, it's boxy. They brought back the boxy.
Yeah, reminds me of an iPhone 5, if I'm not mistaken. That's
Yes.
right. Oh, please, let's not talk about it because I might pre-order. Forget it. No, 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 no. Moving on. That's even worse. That's even worse than Amazon. What you got for Well, for Gemini?
Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. I have the Empress upright, the Hierophant upright.
You're so being stalked by the
I
Hierophant.
know, still being stalked. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse.
Her too.
Oh, yeah, they're like stalking me, stalking me. So I'm getting two messages. So one message will pertain to some Geminis, and the other
What do you have?
the other will some Geminis are going to pick it up, some are not. But there's
hmm
two messages. The first message I'm seeing is with the Empress. Um, some Geminis, with the Empress and the Hierophant coming out, I think that there may be some Geminis that are going to really be looking at family traditions, um, maybe throwing around the idea of starting a family,
Mm.
um, maybe settling down to traditional life. Um, but that there are financial concerns going on. So there does need to be some discussions had with your partner. Um, but I feel that like the week is going to start off with that longing of settling down. If you're already in a relationship, I feel that the conversations next week with Geminis are really going to lean towards it being the time to maybe be more traditional and start
Mm.
families. But there are going to be concerns on whether it is right financially, which makes sense because with COVID and everything, if you're still lucky enough to have employment, maybe hours are cut back at work, or maybe your partner is having issues with their career. So, really, Gemini, what I can say for those that this part of the message pertains to is listen to your partner's concerns, okay? Because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse showed up. And I feel that um, that is a valid concern. If
Mm.
financially that is something that the relationship can withstand, because one of the major things that can impact a relationship is financial hardship. Though that is a very big stress that can break a relationship up. So while it's great to want to start a family, while it's great to want to take the relationship to a more traditional level, um, you want to make sure that that wanting to do that at this moment doesn't also lead you down to a road that can cause more stress than what is needed. You know, life throws enough stress as it is. So you want to listen to each other's desires, but also each other's concerns. You know, there's nothing set, there's nothing written in a book anywhere that says you have to do things by a certain time. Okay, there's no timeline for when things have to be done. So be sure to listen to each other next week, Gemini. It is great that this is what you want, but make sure that you are not cornering your partner into this either. Especially if you already have children, if wanting another one um, is something that you want, make sure it's something that you can financially afford, because you don't want to trap your partner into another child and bring financial stressors. That's not fair either. Okay. Um, for other Geminis, I am really sensing a more connection to being creative
Mm.
within the family unit, a spark of creativity, whether it be reigniting family um, unity, family passions, getting things motivated again. The holidays are coming, just looking at different ways to do things as a family unit, especially with COVID being around. There is a lot of concerns with how what is Thanksgiving going to look like, especially with the numbers peaking in certain areas.
Mm.
Um, I feel that for certain Geminis, your Empress, your inner Empress is going to come out and say, okay, well, you know what? I don't want COVID to take um, Thanksgiving away from my family. How can I do this? How can I have a wonderful Thanksgiving with um, my immediate family? What can I do? And I feel like next week is your, and it makes sense because it's the start of November. You're really going to start thinking about family and traditions. How can I make it possible to safely celebrate the holidays with the people most important to me? Um, and you're going to figure it out. I'm sensing that next week you're going to start figuring out. The only concerns I'm sensing for next week, though, for you is the financial aspect of it. Because, of course,
Mm.
you're going to need to, you need the room. Of course, you know, depending on how many people you're going to have over, you want to have enough space. I feel that the financial is the one piece that you're going to need to have to figure out. But creative wise, I feel like you're going to start really figuring things out, how to really get the family unit together come the holidays. I feel that's where Gemini is going to be focused. The
Extra
ones that are
baby.
not thinking about, you know, when I saw this, I was like, oh, Gigi, here we force our husband into that fourth kid, knowing he feels he cannot afford that.
No, she always tells me that she can afford anything.
No, she's always made it very clear to me that he does not want a fourth child because they can't afford it.
I wonder what happened.
Yeah. There was a time where he wanted to divorce her because
Because of, oh,
her insisting they have another one.
well, I guess everything changed now. It's too late. I mean, you can't have a huge family when, you know.
Well, I don't talk to her, but um, you know, I've told her I stay away from her.
Hmm.
Um, because I'm just over it. I'm just
Exactly.
over you create your own problems. So I'm a
Hmm.
little over it. Um, and I'm over the lack of respect for
For
people.
boundaries, at least, right?
And you don't even respect your own husband.
Hmm.
Because if my husband says to me, listen, I don't want to be stressed with how am I going to feed another child
Mm-hmm.
because I can barely keep groceries in the house now.
That would be inconsiderate. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, before we got overtime back, she was constantly telling me when we're going to get overtime back. Can you talk to her? Can you talk to Spencer? Can you talk to
Mm-hmm.
Spencer? We need overtime back. I can't afford my mortgage. I can't afford my mortgage. My paycheck isn't
Mm.
enough to cover my mortgage.
Then don't be like that. Don't spend too much too. That's the thing. Oh well.
At the same time, she was complaining to me that we don't have overtime so that she can afford her mortgage. She was like, "Oh, my Uber Eats is here with my Starbucks."
That's too funny. Uh, oh, and there's what was that? So she does that. Yeah, she does. She likes to live lavishly. That's one thing I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well.
funny. When she first joined the team, she friended me on Facebook, and this is
Mm-hmm.
before I would see her side of how she was, and I friended her. I accepted her friend request, and right
Mm-hmm.
away she was like, your husband bought you Louis Vuitton bags and you have Gucci bags and you have this. Because I would post like my Christmas gifts, like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
hubby's so wonderful. Look what he got me. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
you do realize that this is how much he made by himself.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, he had a very well paying job.
Mm-hmm.
And we had one kid. And I also worked and had a good paying job.
Right.
Stop comparing that's one thing I tell people. Stop comparing someone else's life to yours because you don't know what's behind closed doors.
Exactly. That is very true. It's all the aesthetics. Lead your life better, as in focus on your life instead, right?
Exactly. Like my ex at the time when my ex-husband would buy me those gifts, his income was double her and her husband's income put together
Mm, that makes sense. Okay.
with one kid, and we had one kid.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Oh, your ex-husband got you a Michelle watch for Christmas?"
Mm-hmm.
Again, and she had told me how much her husband makes and how much she
Mm-hmm.
makes. I'm like, again, combine you and your husband's income together. My ex-husband at that time was making double.
Mm-hmm.
So
But that
yeah, he can get me.
that's a
But
different life.
hello.
Mm-hmm.
And look what happened with that marriage. I'd rather have a broke husband than a cheating one.
That's true. That is so true.
So just, if I'm gonna put someone's business out there, I'm gonna put my own out there. But that's when I noticed that she can be very superficial.
Well, I'm glad that you've detected that because we don't need that type of fakeness. We don't.
Yeah, but I'm the type of person that gives people chances,
Yep.
especially if they don't do anything backstabbing to me. I'm like, all right, people are flawed. We're all flawed human beings. So
Mm-hmm.
I give people chances. But then after, the latest stuff I told you that she did, I was just like,
No, that's it.
no, because now you're crossing the line and you are using me, essentially.
She's causing that foul. That's foul play. That's not cool.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, she tried. Sorry, you prevented it.
She
Keep
tried.
trying. Never gonna prevail. Ill
Nope,
intentions never prevail.
nope, 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 nope. Aquarius. I have pulled the Six of Wands in reverse for you.
Hmm.
Judgment upright. And the Page of Swords upright. So Aquarius, you will be starting off the week a little ho-hum, and again, not to beat a dead horse, but we are dealing with Mercury retrograde at the beginning of the week. You will be starting the week not really feeling recognized for your efforts, not really feeling like anything that you really have done is really getting recognized, really being rewarded. especially I feel this is more towards work than anything. Um, where you're like, well, I've completed these projects way ahead of time. I've been able to you know finalize these, maybe finalizing contracts depending on what you do at work, and I'm just not getting recognized. Um, but you're an adult, so you really need a huge pat on your back every single time you accomplish something. And what judgment is telling me is that at the middle of the week, you will kind of like tell yourself that, like, okay, I'm not a kid where I need every time I do something, it's like, good job, good job, good
Mm.
job, good job. Like, you don't need that. You will do some self-reflection, and realize that you don't need every single time you finish something early, you don't need someone saying great job, in order to know that it's being recognized. Because after all, there are quarterly reviews, year-end reviews that happen, where these things, could be recognized. So yes, you'll be bummed at the beginning of the week that certain things that maybe happened this week at work for you weren't recognized, but you will pull yourself out of that funk and realize that, wait a minute, I do a good job. My bosses and my colleagues do recognize that. And just because every single time I complete something and I'm not patted on the back doesn't mean that it goes unnoticed. I feel that you're going
Mm.
to reflect on that and really realize that, which is good because the Page of Swords tells me that you will be hearing about the appreciations and the accolades that you will be receiving at work. I feel that there is going to be some recognition coming for you, not just at the end of the week, but I feel like the conversation will start at the end of the week for you,
Mm.
but it's more towards what's coming for you this month with some recognition. But it's going to start at the end of next week with the Page of Swords, where they're going to say, hey, we've been noticing what you're doing, and we want to talk to you more about your accomplishments. It's going to be the start of that conversation. So you're going to start off being upset that you're not hearing anything. But then you're like, okay, well, wait a minute. Do I need someone to tell me great job every single time I do
Mm.
something? Or should I trust that this is being recognized and that when the time is right, all these small accomplishments at work will lead to something big? And you're right, because you will be hearing that there are going to be some talks about your accomplishments.
Mm. That's not so bad. At least it's the latter part that's getting better.
Yeah.
At least it's not the reverse page of swords that would say gossip. Remember that
Oh,
when
they're
we were talking?
talking about you.
Yeah, that's.
Talking
But
about you.
overall, I think that's an okay reading for Aquarius.
Yeah,
Not so bad. Not so bad.
not so bad.
But you're being stalked with so many cards recently, and it's been consistent. So
I
everybody,
know.
so those the water signs and the air signs, you guys better be aware. And
I should put those cards together and see if there's a hidden message.
should there might be, right? There might be a hidden message. But beyond that, I think it's going to be an interesting week. Like most of the this for both signs that all of the signs that I've read would show bell curves, except for Sagittarius. That was kind of rough. So good luck, Sagittarius. Whatever's going to
And
happen next
Libra is
week.
having it rough too.
Yeah. So Joy, I'm sorry you didn't join us, but hopefully you'll watch this replay. You need to see it. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, Joy, because you're always so kind.
She's a lovely person. She deserves all the good things. Speaking of which, yeah, I better contact her. I wonder how things went on her side because she was waiting for something. But let's see. Okay. But for all that's been watching us, thank you so much for joining us. This was your forecast for the week of November 4th. November 2nd to November 8th. I keep making a mistake. I keep looking at October. So November 2nd to November 8th. I'm done. I'm done with October. So beyond that,
You, I am so done with October and it's funky. I mean, even though the retrograde, like I said in the beginning, wasn't that bad,
Hmm.
just the tail end of this retrograde's kicking my butt.
It's the whiplash, I guess. Oh God.
Yeah.
But no. Okay, let's see. We'll see you guys on Sunday. It would be the free tarot readings. I mean, there were some people who were asking earlier if I can pull cards for you guys. I apologize, but it's going to be on Sunday. So catch us on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays for the free tarot readings. Nadia's definitely going to be with me. And for
Yes.
anything that's a relationship, we have a relationship expert here. So please, please, please ask us
I'm the
anytime.
relationship whisperer.
I am the yes or no master.
Yes, I know when the yes and no questions come, I'm like,
It's on my
Eric.
mind. Okay. So beyond that, if you guys are interested in availing of Nadia's services, she has her Instagram, labori_bruja. She has her candles, custom candles. She has her baths and her sprays that would invite good fortune, good luck, and love. Please contact her directly. Labori_bruja. We have our own channels. Please subscribe, Positive Tarot Wisdom and Labori_bruja. And if you want the condensed version of my readings, please visit TikTok because I talk way faster there than here. You will notice.
And follow Eric so we can
Almost a
get him
thousand. Now
to
I'm 900.
1,000.
I'm 920 followers now. So please, please, 80 more followers, guys. I'm gonna hit 1,000 and I can do my live. And once I follow the rules, that we can do our live there too, Nadia. So wish me luck. Beyond that, if you'd like your more in-depth tarot consultations, visit any of our pages, Positive Tarot Wisdom, Sugar Free Divinations, or positivetarotwisdom.com. We'd be more than happy to accommodate you guys. Okay? Any last words for our viewers, Labori_bruja?
Well, I just want to remind everyone that it is the full moon, the full blue moon in Taurus,
Mm-hmm.
and it is a manifestation power moon. So remember to not just manifest that shit every day, but especially tomorrow. Let the universe hear your wishes. The super moon, the super blue moon in Taurus is ready to answer.
It's the perfect time, folks. It's
Yes,
definitely the perfect
yes,
time.
yes, yes.
Okay, so thank you for watching. Nadia, thank you for joining, and I'll see you Sunday. Definitely on Sunday.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
don't
Thank you,
forget,
Dad.
we are watching Tuned In Tarot perform tomorrow at Instagram. Watch out. 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, and
Yes.
7 a.m. Manila, I think. But anyways, good luck. Nadia, see you later. Bye. Take
See you
care.
later.
Bye, bye,
Bye.
bye, bye.